On the world news tonight from Babangagide Imo Television. Naira tumbles to 980 Naira per dollar. FX shortage worsens. Former chief pharmacist of National Hospital, Abuja, ended life sentence. Nigerian journalist David Odeyin begs Ghanaian government not to repatriate him to Nigeria. Senator Abo Tonto Dike Iyabo Ojo visit Mubarak's mom's house. Shagamu court clash, Ogun lawmaker, 5 others arrested. And on sports, Murphy makes team of the week in Europe's top 5 leagues. I am Mori Rabila Lawal. The news in detail. The Naira continued its downward trend after exchanging to dollar at 980 Naira per dollar at the parallel market on Wednesday. A week earlier, the Naira exchanged to dollar at 950 Naira per dollar. Bureau de change operators who spoke attributed the fall to scarcity of foreign currency. A BDC operator, Idris Moses, said, "We bought and sold the Naira today at 965 Naira per dollar and 980 Naira per dollar. The dollar is not even available." Another BDC operator, Yusuf Karim, said the dollar was sold at 980 Naira today. "We don't know if it will continue to go up or if it come down." However, on the FMDQ at the Investors and Exports Forex window, the Naira appreciated slightly after closing at 770 Naira per dollar on Wednesday from 776 Naira per dollar on Tuesday. The Association of Bureau de Change Operators of Nigeria recently ordered the Central Bank of Nigeria to grant Bureau de Change Operators digital autonomy to achieve exchange rate convergence. In a statement, the President, APCON, Dr. Aminu Gwadebi, called on the Apex Bank to grant a no-objection approval for the BDCs to fully go digital on all their operational correspondence. Gwadebi said foreign exchange currencies, BDCs, were derived from private sources and other sources which may include the CBN window as determined by the CBN anytime for the purpose of funding business travel allowances, personal travel allowance, school fees, payment abroad, medicals, mortgage, personal owned remittance, and subscription. He said APCON can add training compliance officers to ensure they were acquainted with what was required of them, especially on monthly rendition of results and tracking illicit capital flows through compliance. According to Gwadebi, BDCs were complying with the rendition of suspicious transactions report as directed by NFIU, CBN, and EFCC. He said BDCs were required to comply with all extant rules and regulations prescribed by the CBN, while the CBN closely supervised and monitored their operations. The Senior Special Advisor Technical to the Director of the National Institute for Pharmaceutical Research and Development, Dr. Abubakar Musa Denuraka, has been handed a life sentence by the High Court in Abuja for making an act with a girl. His conviction was secured by the National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking and Persons, NAPTIP. A statement released by the agency's spokesman, Vincent Adekoye, stated that the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, sitting in Kubwa, Abuja, and presided over by Honorable Justice Asma'u Akombi Yusuf, on Monday, September 18, convicted and sentenced Denuraka, PhD holder, to life imprisonment for the act under Section 1 of the VAPP Act of 2015. Adekoye stated that Denuraka was a former chief pharmacist of the National Hospital Abuja and senior special advisor technical to the director of National Institute for Pharmaceutical Research and Development. The statement added that the convict was arrested on March 27, 2020 for making the act with a girl who happened to be his neighbor, living in the same estate with him in Abuja. The statement disclosed that the convict lured the victim to his apartment and had the act with him after stupefying him with drink. Adekoye said Denuraka was charged to court on 9th August 2021 and was arraigned on 5th April 2022, where he pleaded not guilty. The prosecution team from NAPTIP sufficiently proved the charge beyond a reasonable doubt, which led to the September 18, 2023 judgment. Reacting to the judgment, the Director General of NAPTIP, Professor Fatima Waziri Azi, hailed the judiciary for its doggedness in ensuring that justice is served under the VAP Act. Moving on to the next story. Nigerian journalist David Odeyin has appealed to President Nana Akufo-Addo led Ghanaian government not to give in to President Bola Tinubu's government alleged pressure to repatriate him to Nigeria. Odeyin made the appeal in a video he personally posted on his handle X, formerly Twitter, with the caption, "A public appeal to Ghanaian President at Na Akufo, the Ghanaian Ministry of Interior and Ghana Refugee Board. According to him, if his rendition to Nigeria, he will be killed. I have written high-risk stories that I think of any Nigerian journalist, alive or dead, who has attempted. Okay, maybe Delegiwa, and he paid for it with his life. He got a letter bomb and he died, and that was one such story. I have done several. So there is a reason I can't step foot in Nigeria. If I step foot in Nigeria, I am going to die. That's a fact, I will die." He alleged that the Nigerian government was mounting pressure on Ghana to repatriate him following his revelation of Tinubu's alleged illegal deployment of Nigeria's special forces into the territory of the Republic of Niger to enforce a no-fly zone, which according to him simply meant staging an unprovoked military attack against an independent country and a friendly nation to Nigeria following the military takeover in Niger. Moving on to the next story. Senator Elisha Abo and Nollywood stars Tonto Dike and Iyabo Ojo have visited the family of the late singer Mubarak. Mubarak, whose real name is Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, died last week, but since his demise, there have been questions surrounding his passage. While Nigerians have been protesting, calling for justice for the late rapper, Senator Abo and Nollywood stars visited Mubarak's family in the Lekki area of Lagos on Thursday to commiserate with them. Senator Abo assured Mubarak's mom of protection and an investigation into the circumstances surrounding his son's demise. The lawmaker, who is the chairman of a Senate Committee on Entertainment Economy, also pledged to spearhead the campaign for a Creative Economy Commission.
Because I'm also a youth. Sorry. Nobody will touch you. I am here to condole. I am here to condole the family. My name is Senator Elisha Abo. I am the chairman Senate Committee on Creative Economy. I am also the vice chairman Senate Committee on Education. Because I am also a youth. When we heard of your son's death and the controversies or the circumstances that appear on the social media,
I saw some of these videos. I saw them even before these things happened, and I keep saying it. That anytime a strong person wants to say the truth, the world calls you a drug addict. The world tells you that you are stupid, that you are nothing, that what you are is I'm pained because we could have done something much earlier. We could have. So thank you very much.
Mommy sọ fún mi. O máa ń threat ọmọ mi ni. Ẹ bá mi wá náírà money. Ẹ bá mi wá jáde o, ẹ ṣàánú mi. Nǹkan tẹ́ lè ṣe fún mi nìyẹn o. Tó bá ti bá mi wá jáde, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ ṣàánú mi. Àti àwọn tó lọ fún yín omi, ó sọ fún mi ó fún yín bottle water. Àwọn ẹ̀ǹdì kìíní kan mi mọ̀ mi mo ṣe fẹ́ sanwó. Wọ́n fún yín bottle water omi. Ó ní bottle water yẹn lòun mi.
A member of the Ogun State House of Assembly, Honorable Damilare Bello Mohammed, has been arrested for his alleged involvement in a court clash in Shagam over the weekend. Apart from the lawmaker, 5 suspected cultists in connection with the incident, which started on Wednesday and continued till Sunday, leading to several deaths. The lawmaker representing Shagamu State Constituency 1 is alleged to have provided shelter to the fleeing cultists. In a sitting operation after a tip-off, a team of security operatives comprising men of the Department of State Services (DSS), arrested the suspect in lawmakers' premises. Those arrested, according to sources, include Debo Animashao, Bamidele Said, Ismaila Onitire, Adewale Otesoya, and Toby Owade. They are undergoing interrogation at the DSS headquarters in Okemoson, Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital. Sources reveal that many dangerous weapons, including guns, were recovered from them. The development is coming months after the DSS arrested Bello for masterminding the violent protests in Shagamu over the narrow redesign policy of the Central Bank of Nigeria. During the protests, Irish youths vandalized about 10 banks and other public infrastructures. Moving on to the next story. The Lagos State Police Command has confirmed the exhumation of the corpses of the late singer, Ilerioluwa Aloba, popularly known as Mubarak, on Thursday today. The police also arrested the nurse who reportedly injected the deceased before his demise on Tuesday, September 12th. According to the information, the next is for the autopsy test.
Dádì, bí tẹ́ ẹ sínsìn yẹn, ìbéèrè pọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ gan ni. Torí wọ́n ń sọ pé ṣé odindi star ṣó yẹ kó sun irú ibẹ̀ yẹn? Kí ni ìdí tẹ́ fi gbé lọ sí irú ibẹ̀ yẹn?
Lórí ibẹ̀ yẹn, ilẹ̀ yẹn ẹyọkan ṣó yẹn ṣoṣoṣo ni mo mọ̀ mọ́. Ilẹ̀ ẹyọkan yẹn ṣoṣoṣo ni mo mọ̀ mọ́. Pẹ̀lú pé ilẹ̀ kan náà tí mo mọ̀ mọ́ ni. Lóòótọ́ náà ń yọ̀ǹda fún mi pé kí n fi kọ́ church tó láti jọ ní àníyàn pé church ni a máa kọ́ síbẹ̀. So àtúndẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀kan tí mo mọ̀ mọ́ nìyẹn. Ibi tí mo mọ̀ náà nìyẹn sílẹ̀ wà. Mo lè gbé lọ gbé sílẹ̀.
A university student, Blessing Karami, who was declared missing on September 11th, has been found dead, police authorities said today. It was gathered that the 26-year-old Blessing, a student of the National Open University of Nigeria, now was declared missing after leaving a place of work in Garki, Abuja. In a statement, the FCT Police Relations Officer Josephine Ade said her disappearance was reported to the police authorities last Thursday, September 14. The body of Blessing Karami Moses, a 26-year-old woman, had been missing since September 11, 2023, was tragically discovered in a wooded area in Karimo. Disappearance was reported to the authorities September 14, 2023. The statement read, under the directive of the Commissioner of Police FCT, Aruna Garba, the police spokesperson said, the command will conduct a thorough and impartial investigation into the circumstances surrounding Blessing Karami Moses' untimely death, while we are working closely with the Abuja Environmental Protection Board to facilitate the respectful retrieval of the decomposed remains according an acknowledgement the sensitive nature of this task. We will continue to provide update to the public as our investigation progresses, she added. Ade, a superintendent of police, also commiserated with Blessing's family and loved ones over the tragic incidents. Moving on to the next story. The Lagos State Police Command has arrested 3 yet to be identified suspects as a drunken hunter allegedly shot dead a girl. The resident James Joel, who spoke and gave information, said the incident happened on Tuesday night. Details leading to the unfortunate incident were still sketchy as of the time of press. But correspondent learned that yet to be identified girl was shot by the hunter who was on a bike in the Anyila Akera area of Orile-Agege, Lagos. The video of a scene obtained showed the girl in a pool of blood and resident well. Some voices in the background alleged that the act was carried out by the policemen from the Elere police station in the area. Policemen from Elere, they have killed somebody, a voice was heard saying in the video. If this turns out to be war, they will run, another person said. She was sent to an errand and was killed, a voice from the video also added. But the divisional police officer of Elere Station, Modu Jimo, when contacted on Wednesday, dismissed the report linking policemen to the incident. But confirming the incident, the DPU said, Tuesday night, our men were patrolling. The policemen saw some people crowded on the street there. They tried to find out what was happening. They were told somebody shot a small girl. They saw the corpse on the ground. It was a girl of 14. They asked for the person that shot her. They were told it was a hunter carrying a damn gun. He was drunk. There was a woman selling alcohol drink beside the place. Maybe he was about to remove something and the gun fired. He came with a bike and it was likely an accidental discharge. The DPO said the corpse was taken to a nearby hospital, adding that the police traced the woman who runs the shop where the man went to drink. From that story, we'll go to the foreign story. President Bola Tinubu on Wednesday in New York asserted that African nations will no longer accept a situation in which human rights advocacy is used by wealthy and powerful nations to stop developing economies from dealing decisively with malign actors who illicitly siphon and smuggle out the continent's vast mineral resources while smuggling in Western-made weapons which enrich the wealthiest economies in the world at the parasitic expense of Africa's stability and wealth creation. According to a press statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, the President said this while meeting with the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres at his UN headquarters office in New York City. We are facing the great challenge of scavengers ravaging our lands and oppressing our people on illegal mines, taking our gold and minerals wealth back to developed economies by stealth and violence against Nigerians. Where once human rights end, the rights of another begin, most especially for self-protection. If we fight, they are human rights, but we will now be aggressive and we will question motives. We will stop what is happening in our land. We require your effective collaboration, the President firmly stated. And to end the news this hour is a sports story. Super Eagles and Nice striker Terry Murphy has been included in the Team of the Week in Europe's Top Flight 5 League. The Team of the Week was published on WhoScored.com's X handle. Murphy was a brilliant performer for Nice, who defeated League One champions Paris Saint-Germain 3-2 last Friday. The 24-year-old striker scored twice and provided an assist to Nice, record a first win at PSG since 2009. His brace against the French giant took his tally for the season to 3 goals in 5 games. Among other top players who were selected alongside Murphy are Barcelona duo Joe Cancelo and Roberto Lewandowski and Matt Hummels of Borussia Dortmund. Nice are currently in 4th place on 9 points after 5 games in the league table and are yet to test a defeat. They will be on the road again in the next league fixtures, this time around against AS Monaco on Friday, September 22nd, 2023. With our sports story, we've come to the end of today's world news. Before we go, some headlines. Naira tumbles to 980 Naira per dollar. FX shortage warns. Former chief pharmacist of National Hospital, Abuja, handed life sentence. Nigerian journalist David Odeyin begs Ghanaian government not to repatriate him to Nigeria. Senator Abo to DK Iyabo Ojo visit Mohbad's mom's home. Shagamu court clash, Ogun lawmaker 5 others arrested. And on sports, Murphy makes Team of the Week in Europe's Top 5 leagues. For more updates of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is Baba Bagede Imo Television. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on the screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching. I am Moriwe Rabila Lawal. Good evening.